guys, welcome to day 9. This is 60 Sunrises to Success. Michael Huggins here, my trusty business partner Chris White, getting ramped up. We're going to make some more videos later tonight. And today's major key lesson that I want to remind you about is using a journal. Now, why do we want to use a journal? Well, a couple things that I learned is, one, your brain isn't for remembering. Your brain is for processing. So if you try to remember everything, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna miss appointments, you're gonna miss ideas, you're gonna miss opportunities. So using the journal is for remembering, your brain is for processing. Don't fool yourself and say, oh, I'll remember that. Number 2 idea is to capture your $1 million ideas or the intellectual property that you've come up with, and being able to pass that on. And then number 3 is to avoid repeating mistakes of the past. When you put down in your journal things that you learned and then you review your journal, you're going to avoid the mistakes of the past. So I also asked Chris to be here today because he is always using that journal. I see him in the morning, in the afternoon, at night. He's got the journal. We'll go to dinners, he's journaling, he's writing down ideas, he's constantly creating. So while we got everyone here, what are some other ideas or tips that you can give about journaling? Because some people make up excuses. It's hard,
right? It's
inconvenient. What do you do? How did you become successful with it?
Yeah, that's a great question. I actually used to be the guy that said, I hate journaling. It takes too much time. You know, I don't like writing in a notebook. I like doing stuff on the computer. And so really the answer for me about why should I do journaling is I started studying the top 1%. You know, the people who get to breathe the rare air of the top 1%. And what I learned is that journaling is one of the disciplines, the skills that the top 1% exercise on a daily basis in their business. So if you want to know why should you journal, I mean, just for that reason is really the only reason you need to know. But let me give you 3 practical reasons to help you get some deeper understanding in journaling that I understand. And the first one is journaling is a force multiplier. Okay, now when you think about it, when you're journaling, what are you doing? You're writing down your ideas, as Michael said. You're putting your dreams, your aspirations onto paper. Okay, and when you're doing that, what's happening is you are creating a blueprint of sorts for the extraordinary life that you want to live. As messy as it may be, as unorganized as it may seem, you're creating an extraordinary blueprint for your life. So I want to ask you, I want to ask you to imagine that you're an architect, right? And you're building a skyscraper, right? And so you're building the skyscraper for your life. Just ask yourself how awkward or how weird or how inappropriate it would be if you were to sit down with an architect and you were to say, hey, let me see the blueprints for that skyscraper, and he were to say, well, I don't use blueprints, right? You would probably laugh, right? It would be silly. Well, this is what the top 1% think when they talk to people who say they want to be extraordinary, but they're not journaling. Okay, so what journaling is going to do as far as being a force multiplier in your business, if you want to get scientific about it, it's going to activate the reticular activating system in your mind. Okay, so the reticular activating system, if you were to go study it, you come to find it's one of the most powerful things you have in your brain to help you achieve your goals. And so if you're not journaling, what you're doing is you're really self-sabotaging. That's what you're really journaling. The second big thing that I understand makes journaling powerful is journaling helps you with retention and comprehension and just the memory of what you're doing. Now you may ask yourself, what's the big deal with that? Well, the big deal is we all know that money is just an idea. And so the more ideas that you can create to put into the marketplace to add more value to your hour, as Michael likes to say, the faster you're going to get from where you are to the prosperity that you deserve. And so journaling, specifically pen to paper, is going to get that reticular activating system going. And it's going to help boost comprehension, which is where those ideas are going to come, right? And then the third thing I'll tell you that's important about journaling is journaling helps you develop self-discipline. And you know, one of the most powerful skills that the top 1% have is self-discipline. And so most people are simply not succeeding because they just don't have self-discipline. You don't have self-discipline to manage a schedule during the day. You don't have self-discipline to go to bed on time at night so you can get up early enough to win the morning. You don't have self-discipline to commit to a self-development plan, you know, on a regular basis. And so how do you develop self-discipline? Well, one of the best ways you can do it is to journal. Just make a commitment to go get a journal and to start journaling and not be a perfectionist about it. Just use it as your playbook for life, as I like to call it. And I can guarantee you, if you start journaling for the next 90 days, I can guarantee you your entire life will change. And if you're an entrepreneur like Michael is here, and you want to join the Millionaires Club that he's a part of, you got to start journaling. I mean, it's just as simple as that. So those are my thoughts, brother.
Right on.
Thanks for letting me crash your live video here.
Yeah, perfect. Appreciate it. So that's the words from the wise. Use your journal. Take control of your life. Organize your thoughts. Okay, your like I said at the beginning, your brain is for processing, not for remembering. Okay, so stay tuned. Day 10 coming up tomorrow. I have no idea where we're gonna be, but right now we got some team members putting together some of their trainings, their videos. You can see them right over there. Working hard on their business, getting clear on what they're doing. And
you can see Jonathan's got his journal in his hand.
Yeah, you can see him right down there. He's got the journal. It's a daily thing. The top 1% do it. No excuses. Go after it. Take back your existence or die like a punk.